Greetings, fellow earthlings. I did it at last, and I know I've spoiled the video already by saying that this is challenge complete, but I can't see anywhere how to record this video without kind of spoiling it. I completed it, the 0 death challenge on impossible difficulty, like the default stuff, so just a normal land map, thousands of resources, like nothing too special about the map, just a 1v1 impossible difficulty, 0 deaths. I'm playing as the Ukraine versus, I think it was, no, it's France. I was going to say I thought it was England, but no, it's France. That probably explains why I won then. Anyway, this is how I did it. I've had my strategy planned out lots of times. This is like, it must have been my 7th attempt at this challenge by now, and I finally did it. I'm really proud, and it's done. I can put this challenge to bed. I've never done like a challenge this difficult before, so yeah, and I'm curious to know, have any of you ever completed this challenge? This is my strategy of doing it. Basically, you've got to do the settings that I said earlier, just the normal default, thousands of resources, normal land map, 1v1 on impossible difficulty, and it's just 0 deaths. And when I say 0 deaths, I mean if you capture a peasant and that peasant dies, that counts as a death. So you cannot even capture anything apart from buildings. 0 deaths completely. So anyway, let's see. I've got my 4 barracks going now, and I start to fill up some gold mines soon as well, working on some food. Yeah, you can see I'm getting all the food technology. Apart from this one, I must have forgotten about this one. Probably get that later on. And I'm getting out my Sir Dukes. It would not be possible without this unit. Just a beautiful unit. It's really good. It's one of my favourite nations for Ukraine, just because of how unique it is compared to all the others. It allows for a completely different strategy. I'm filling up my gold mines now. All 4 barracks are built. I don't think I build any more barracks. I think I just stick to 4. So it's just this video is just going to be me talking about how I did this 0 death challenge, putting it out there. I believe it is possibly the first recorded one in the world. Somebody might have done it before, so I'm not going to say I'm the first in the world to complete this 0 death challenge, given these like rules and settings, but it's the first one I think that's been recorded. I haven't found any others on YouTube. So yes, something to be proud of there. Anyway, what are my enemies doing? Okay, so they're starting to build some gold mines as well. Or maybe not. I don't have a clue where they're going. Are they getting? Yes, they're getting the gold mine. Only sending 3 peasants. Strange. Actually, let's just see how the AI is actually doing. So we've got a bit of gold. Yeah, they're doing well, and they're training pikemen. I find it interesting how they don't like click infinity and train them in an infinite amount. They actually click something like turns 4, and it just lets all those come out, and then it just like builds it up to 6. I find it interesting just how the AI works. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, they've gone for food technologies as well. Have they got? Yeah, we've got that. Yeah, we've got that. So they do basically near enough what human players do. But with a few differences. Yeah, we're upgrading as well. Let's see how am I doing? Right, so I'm starting to upgrade. I get some defensive upgrades as well soon. I'm mostly trying to get my gold and my food at a good level. There was another gold mine. Oh yeah, I've got all my gold mines filled. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so they're coming at me with some soldiers now. I quickly realised these and just sent some musketeers to take them out. That was easy enough. I was a little bit worried about that officer focus because if I lose one unit early on, that's it, challenge over, I just quit the game and I start all over again. It's a very tedious challenge, it takes a while. The trick is, you've got to send your soldiers to the enemy and start killing them before they can build their tower, which they're starting to build now actually. yeah, so we're starting to build the tower now. So you want to get there very quickly, stop them from building the tower, otherwise you're dead if they build that tower. But you don't want to go so quickly that you don't have enough troops to actually defend against their like spearmen. So that's why I'm coming now. I should hopefully have enough soldiers. I have about I have 17 total, so that should be enough to like fight for themselves, defend themselves. But we're also coming early enough to destroy this tower before it's built. Whether they do destroy the tower, I'm not going to say. It's just, yeah. Okay, so they come up at me with more pikemen. Yeah, just took those out. I just had to take out this tower, so I kept on rushing. Got some more soldiers back here. They're going to come in eventually. And there we go. All the peasants are dead. And I kill everyone else. No, get back, you idiot, get back! Right, I was a bit careful at this point because I remember the towers blow up sometimes if they haven't been built like a mine. So I just stood here and luckily they kept bringing peasants to try and build it. I kind of used that to my advantage a little bit. That's a good strategy. Yeah, but I didn't want to get so close to the tower that it would blow up and kill my soldiers. I did that in the run before, I remember doing it. It really annoyed me. Okay, so the AI now is still sending more pikemen in. They've got them at level 4, level 5, whereas my troops are at level 3. So I should buy this technology by now, but I might have been saving up for something else. No one's died, don't worry, no one's died. I checked the statistics at the end, nobody died at this. Yeah, but of course they are still being attacked, so they have to fire. Yeah, some of them get so close to dying, I'm just like that, going pull back, just to bring back across. So I've certainly some reinforcements now. And I start moving around here to just try and yeah, just trying to take some out, kill some peasants and kill some pikemen. Coal was looking a little bit difficult. Okay, so they're coming with pikemen now. I quickly jumped from the market, trained the coal and just win that battle. I was so close to just losing a few there, that could have been really bad. Yeah, I'm improving my mines as well. I think that's iron and coal now. What is the AI doing? So, the AI is still training peasants and soldiers, trying to get some stuff. 52 pikemen it's got in, like, to be trained there. That's a lot. Yeah, so I had to pull back at this point. It got a little bit scary. We were getting just too close, and I'm happy I did it. And then I'll bring in these reinforcements. They finish them off, and then I think I might have taken damage on about one of them. Overall, they all survived. That's what counts. It's all what counts in this. So they get back into their usual positions. For some reason, it was saying I had only 5 coal. Or I might be like upgrading them. I think it does some weird stuff when you upgrade them. It almost messed me up. But yeah, kept on going. I've started bringing in some more reinforcements. The problem is, I know I can just like go in now, destroy them and win, but I know I'm gonna lose a soldier to either an exploding mine or an exploding building or something like that. So what I've got to do is I've got to wait, stand at the distance like here. I think I'm bringing some soldiers here and here, as you can see them, and just like keep diving in, keep killing them. Don't let their economy build up, and then eventually train some cannons and firing. That was my strategy plan. Because I can't just walk in because they're gonna all blow up and yeah, it's not gonna look good. Okay, so yeah, my economy is looking good now. I'm happy with this economy. I've got enough iron and coal. Gold is going up, food is okay, and everything else is all stable. It's looking well. What is the AI doing? I don't have a clue where that sound came from. Okay, so the AI is still training peasants and units, but we're going to start struggling with food soon because... Alright, maybe not soon, but eventually. Right, so we're still trying to bring people to try and build this tower. Mistake by the AI there, but I don't know. They'd have been better off like trying to build a tower here or something and then retreat most of a village to that and building into the corner. But by this point I don't think the AI could have done anything. I think it was just like lost for them that. All I needed was time. Okay, so I've moved my soldiers forwards here now, you know, just to pick up a few more. It's like a better angle because over here I've got to stay back a bit, but here there's like a gap in which I can walk in. It's a nice spot that, I like that. And also I used that to strategic advantage soon as well. I'll show you that when it gets to it. So not much happens for the rest of this challenge. It's more just me shooting people, and then as you can see, I'm building a stable here. What I do is I eventually build some artillery depots here and just start building mortars, firing them in, destroying whatever I can. Which was my overall strategy plan. So yeah, it worked out in the end. That's good. Oh, this poor person. He was born like this person here. He's born. Then he's gonna die. Bang. Dead. Right, so the AI still has enough food, so that's not gonna be a problem for them yet. Right, so I've got my peasants walking in now to build those artillery depots. Yes, that was my strategy. I just sent just one Serduyuk in, a very brave Serduyuk, just to capture these two buildings, set them on fire, and then run. And I don't think it took. No, it didn't take any damage, which was good. And now destroyed their blacksmith, which means they cannot train more soldiers. For some reason, they're trying to train 10 drummers and 7 officers. That is very strange. So that's just like a very little move by one soldier that, you know, guaranteed me this challenge. It meant I can train no more soldiers, and yeah, that's good for me. Alright, so building the artillery depot now. I would usually like to cut all these scenes out. The only reason I'm keeping them in is for as like proof that I have completed this challenge and just to show the whole gameplay out. You know, this is a big challenge. It took me a while, 7 attempts, and well, about 7. And I wanted to make sure that it's all shown. I didn't want just to make it some edited video. I wanted all of it to be in here, just to like show everything that I had to go through. Right, so here's the first mortar. I eventually build more artillery depots, but my resources aren't high enough yet, so I've got to wait for that. Not much is happening over here, so I don't know why I kept training soldiers. I was like, none of these ever got used. I was just like, I think I built like 300 men here, and they just never go into battle. So there was no point to those. But these soldiers here did well, and you can see my mortar fire coming in, starting to attack this tower. I was so worried that like one of my mortar cannons was gonna like fall short and just kill one of my own men. Luckily it didn't, luckily it all worked well in the end, but you know, it was something I was definitely worried about. And hopefully just to like quickly show the statistics here, I have so far lost no soldiers. Yeah. How do I unpause? There we go. So building another artillery depot. There's not really much to say at this point. I think I'm more just gonna let the gameplay play out, and yeah. I might be back saying something soon. Just depends if I can think of anything to say. There's really like not much to talk about at all. I've thought of something to talk about. My Scandinavians campaign for Attila Total War. It was using the mod. Unfortunately, something's gone slightly wrong for me with that mod, so the series unfortunately has had to stop. I can't upload. I only uploaded part 1, so it wasn't too much of a loss. But you know, I was hoping it's always a series. I always start these big campaign series, but something tiny always happens. Whether it's a mod stops working and it just crashes, or I accidentally press delete on the save game, which once happened. I've never done that like in years, but for some reason it like deleted that one file. All my other save games were fine. The one that I needed, it was just deleted. Couldn't find it. I never understood what had happened. Still to this day, I've got no idea where that file is. It was for a Civilization 3 campaign I was doing, just for fun. Yeah, it was strange, but anyway, actually it's a bit quieter over here on my ears, so I'll stay over there for a bit. Yeah, so unfortunately that campaign has had to stop, and instead of like misleading people with like just part 1, I've made the video private, so you can't see that video anymore. It's just, you know, if I get access to the campaign again, then I will like republicise the video and then like start making more. But until that campaign is working again, it's not going to happen. Got a lot of peasants here. I'm still training peasants. Just the main reason was I wanted more wood and stone just to get more artillery depots, just to speed up the game a bit. Coal is running short. Now, as soon as I save, I'll start improving my mines. Okay, so I've got 3 artillery depots now, 17 mortars are out, and boom, destroyed that tower. Coal is looking a little bit dangerous, so that's why I was filling up the mines, I think. Oh, mines die quickly. I think the AI is starting to make a few smart decisions now by giving up over here and more, like, just trying to get food. That it kind of saved the food limit. They'll probably have survived quite a while, but you know, yeah. I can't remember what I was on about. Right, so this mine's about to blow up as well. How many mortars do I have? Still 17. Yeah, I remember that. I'd hit like the population limit, so I just had to build some dwellings. Wasn't too bad. For some strange reason, this artillery depot took damage. It's only like it was only 1,000. Is that 1,000? I can't see the numbers. It's really small. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe one of my own mortars hit it or something. But as long as I've lost no soldiers, I'm happy. Right, that should be there. 2 town centres destroyed. It's almost over now. I move all my mortars forward a little bit more and just start destroying a few more buildings. And yeah, that's almost it. Yeah, my iron and coal is clearly much higher now. Build up a few mines, traded a few resources. I think I might build a 4th artillery depot as well. I might do, can't remember. Yeah, so I start going for a windmill. Windmills are really hard to destroy with mortars. You just keep bombarding and bombarding and you never seem to hit them. It's strange. Well, I gave that the small, but yeah, like something that difficult to destroy. I think they just have too much health. Right, how many mortars do I have now? 29, that's good. Yeah, and I think I just like send some Surdukes in just to finish them off at the end. What technologies have the AI got? Right, so they haven't fully upgraded these yet. They've gone for the food ones, but you know, it's not that much. Don't know what these were doing. Yeah, I'll build a 4th artillery depot. There we go, we're 5 in here. Going back in for the windmill. Yeah, it's really almost over now, just like a few minutes or something. That's the 4th artillery depot. Just get some more mortars out. My dwellings are built, population's looking good. How many soldiers do I have back here? 250. Oh, I did stop training them. I just didn't notice. Okay. Yeah, healing them just in case if one's taking just a little bit of damage. I don't want to have this messed up. And there goes the windmill. Boom! There we go. And I then moved on to their barracks. They're trying to build another one. Yeah, so anyway, overall, I hope you enjoyed this challenge. If there's any other challenges you want to try and you want to see me try and do, then just leave a suggestion down in the comment section, and I will probably never get round to it. But yeah, it's the idea of it that counts, I think. Ooh, I've run out of coal. Strange. How many mortars do I have now? Yeah, 40. These should finish it off now. Yeah, I've reached the maximum as well. Yeah, so this is just the 0 death challenge, basically completed. I'm just waiting for the victory sign to appear now. Should be soon enough. Yeah, you can see me like trading resources there quickly for more iron and coal. Oh, I'm out of iron. Oh, he's walking all the way over there to farm. He could have just farmed this piece, but no, he had to walk all the way over. And there goes the barracks. So move these a little bit more forwards, I think. I'm just going to watch these buildings get blown up, and I think that should be near enough the end of the video. And I keep saying that I don't have a clue what's left to destroy. Probably just a few mines or something. I know there's mines around, but I just wanted to make sure that I do win without losing soldiers before I send people in. There we go. I think I start firing at this peasant as well. Or do I destroy the mine first? Destroy the mines first. Right, now I'm going for that, okay. Right, I think it's this point where I feel safe enough to bring some soldiers in, but I can't remember. Yeah, here we come. Just a small group of soldiers marching in now. This poor peasant coming all the way over here is going to get shot. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can move in safely now. Just finish them off and yeah, the mines have already blown up, and I think that's actually victory there. Yeah, because of like blowing up their own buildings. Or did I blow those up? I actually don't have a clue. Does it show the victory screen? My resources have stopped, that means victory, yes! 0 death challenge, I did it. There we go. So just to show you the statistics to prove it there, 0 deaths. You know, I've lost a few buildings, but they didn't count, obviously. And they lost about 500 soldiers, just over. You can see the score there, and the population never went down once. It was all up. And yes, so hope you enjoyed the Save or Death challenge. Yeah, bye.